Hey guys, welcome to episode 22 of Pokemon Generation 1. Last we left off, we did a trade evolution and got ourselves Machamp. Now that is the final time we'll be doing a trade evolution in this LP. Now, I'm going to ignore most of these trainers and I'll be fighting them off screen just because I'd rather not bother with them, truth be told. Now, this gambler here, ignore him. He will come into play momentarily. I'll leave it at that. We have another underground path to go through here. Now, I don't know where any of the items are in here, so if anyone can inform me, well, I'd really like to know, because I want to know what's down here. Even then, if there is anything down here. There might be something here, I'm not sure. I know I can quick turn. Anyway, this patch of grass is actually where you can catch yourself a Growlithe or Vulpix, depending on your version, if you want to. I myself will not. And welcome to Celadon City, one of my favorite city themes in the entire game. Our first order of business here. Come into the back of this area, and climb the stairs all the way to the top. Up here, we get ourselves an Eevee. Now, Eevee is really unique. Depending on which stone you give it, it will evolve into either Jolteon with the Thunderstone, Vaporeon with the Water Stone, or Flareon with the Fire Stone. So yeah, Eevee can evolve in various ways, making it fairly versatile overall. It just depends on what you want. I personally prefer Jolteon. Next up, we want to come around here. I believe he's in this house. Yes, he is. This guy gives us the coin case. For those wondering what the coin case is, we use this at the game corner to store our game coins, and we can trade those in for prizes. Since I doubt I'll be going in and trading any of these in, let's go ahead and show off what these are. Dratini, Scyther, this would be Pinsir in blue, and Porygon. Quite expensive, that one. Abercrombie and Nidorina. Don't know why you want a Nidorina. Get out of the way, thank you. And these TMs, 23, 15, and 50. This, I believe, is Hyper Beam. This is Substitute. And 23, I actually forget what that is right off. So the next thing of interest is behind this cut tree. This is actually just a faster way to get over to where we need to be. And as some of you might have guessed, Eevee is the next member of our team. A PP up. Like I said before, these raise the maximum uses of each move by a third of their base maximum value. So let's take Surf for instance. That has 15 uses. 1 PP up will raise the move's uses by 5. Now this used to be a hotel where you could sleep in, but there is one little oddity I want to mention. Yeah, there's an invisible PC here. Now you don't have to worry about this glitching. Apparently they left the coding for the PC in the original games. They took it out of Fire Red and Leaf Green. But yes, there's an invisible PC here. Figure that one out. And yes, I'll say it again, I love the music in Celadon City. One of the catchiest and most iconic themes in the entire game. This place is also home to the Celadon department store. This guy sells us TMs. Double Team, I believe you are Egg Bomb. Razor Wind, I think? That's... I forget what that is. That might be one of the two. This is Mega Punch and Mega Kick. That, I believe, is Submission. One of them is Submission, anyway. I don't exactly remember the TMs right off, but I do know a few of them off the top of my head. This guy sells us Great Balls, Super Potions, Revives, all that good stuff. In fact, let's go ahead and get about 5 Revives. And 7 Great Balls. There is an elevator we can use, but that's only if you really need to just jump between floors really quickly. This guy gives you the TM for counter. This move also has a bit of a problem. It's supposed to counter physical moves, dealing double the damage back. Problem is, it only counters normal and fighting type moves in this generation. This guy sells us the elemental stones. We want a Thunderstone. This is for Pikachu. And Pikachu is evolving. And lag. We now have a Raichu. Now, as for what I'm going to evolve Eevee into, for the sake of avoiding spoilers, I'm going to go ahead and jump cut real quick. So, back in a moment once I buy the stone. Alright, I am back with the elemental stone ready to go. Take your guesses, guys. Okay, time is up. Your eyes do not deceive you. I will be using Flareon. This Pokemon is heavily underappreciated, and I felt like giving it some representation around here. Besides, literally nobody uses it in Red and Blue LPs, so I figured may as well. Well, unless you want to count SGB, but they never used it at the end of the game anyway, so hey. This guy sells very expensive effort value items. This guy sells us X items. Now, Guard Spec, or Guard Special, prevents stat reduction, whereas Dire Hit raises crit rates. Now over here, we want to get 2 Fresh Waters, 1 Soda Pop, and 1 Lemonade. Now let me just say something, these drinks are quite expensive. Well, in terms of in-game, not really, but in terms of real-life comparisons, yeah, they're expensive. Anyway, by talking to this girl, she'll give you a TM based on which drink you give her. The Fresh Water for Ice Beam. One of the most useful moves ever. Soda Pop for Rock Slide. And Lemonade for Tri-Attack. Mind you, this is before Tri-Attack gained a really nice little effect, where it had a 10% chance each to burn, paralyze, or freeze the target. So yeah, Tri-Attack Gen 2 onward became really fun to have around. In fact, real quick, let's go ahead and teach Rock Slide to Machamp. Type coverage, man. Type coverage. Now, let's go ahead and sell off TM30. I meant to do that earlier, but whatever. Okay. Mega Kick. Submission. And I believe this one's Takedown. Well, we'll find out later. First things first, let's teach Submission and Mega Kick to Machamp. Hey, they're two of the only good fighting type moves. Well, Mega Kick is normal type, Submission is fighting type. And in this generation, it's the only good fighting type move. Gets rid of Leer anyway. Then again, Mega Kick is always a normal type move, so what the hell was I saying earlier? Get rid of Low Kick because I'll never need to use this again. Now, I believe 9 was Takedown. Let's find out. Oh, I am good. Real good. That's going on Flareon. Now, here's the deal with moves like Takedown and Submission. You do a good chunk of damage, but you also cause recoil to yourself. Normally I'm not a fan of these types of moves, but there are some exceptions, notably Brave Bird in Generation 4 onward. But with that, that's everything I want from the Celadon department store. Next up, what we need to do is come over here and use Cut. We need to catch a Pokemon that can learn Fly. If we can get a random encounter sometime soon. Thank you. And you're not one, Rattata. I'm out. Now hopefully I can get a random encounter soon, because I'd like to get a Pokemon that can learn Fly now. You know, I just realized something. Why the hell can you find Rattata at this point? Lag. Shouldn't they be Raticate or something? I'm not really sure. I never used the Rattata line, nor do I care to. I mean, Raticate's okay, but nothing special. Come on! I don't think you're that common anyway. Eh, there's a good one. Hey, Spearow. I was actually looking for Doduo, but I'll take you. Speaking of Doduo, its evolution Dodrio is, I believe to this day, the only Pokemon to naturally learn Tri-Attack. And here's an example of Fury Attack and multi-hitting moves like it in action. It can hit anywhere from 2 to 5 times. Oh yeah, I forgot I still have my Pokeballs. Great Ball, go. That didn't take too long. Now, interestingly enough, I caught a Spearow at a level when it should be a Fearow. Wow. Now, coming over here, and talking to this girl, we get HMO2 Fly. Now, flying type moves in Gen 1 and 2 were pretty tricky to come by. Come Gen 3 when we gained Aerial Ace, yeah, it was definitely a much needed improvement in terms of flying type move versatility. Let's cut that tree back down. And I've got to be quick. Alright, so let's go ahead. Deposit Paris for the time being. And withdraw Spearow. Go ahead and teach it Fly. And get rid of whatever. Growl. And with this, let's race through the underground path real quick. I've got 30 seconds. And so with this done, next time on Pokemon Generation 1, we're going to be doing something rather special. With that, later guys.